All right, let me just start this off once again by saying that this is not meant to be a review. This is just an opportunity for us to take a closer look at the device or devices themselves. Hey there guys, it's Mr. Q, friendly neighborhood Qatari, also known as Mokujin21, and today we've got the Huawei P30 and P30 Pro, and I thought you might want to take a closer look at the device and also see what's inside the box. We're going to do a double unboxing right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove the cover of the P30. We're greeted with the phone right over here. Going to put this to the side. This is the Aurora color, and then we're going to remove this cover too, or this lid. Put that to the side. And here we've got the breathing crystal. I think they should have just called this, like holographic pearlescent or whatever. But anyway, in both of them, if we remove these bits, we've got the pin. We've also got some cases in both of them, as well as, of course, the warranty guide. Then we've got the chargers. The chargers are super chargers. So these are super fast and max wattage of 40 watts. That's cool. Then we've got the USB-C wires, of course, to transfer information or to charge the devices. And we've got headphone jacks, or I should say headphones. And this one's with a headphone jack and this one's with a USB-C. So, pretty fast unboxing. Let's peel some plastic, guys. Wow. Before we get started, let's take a look at some of the phones that we have over here. Here we've got the P6. This is what they started with. They started with number 6. Then you've got the P7, 8, P9, P10, and then here's the P20 Pro. They've also got the P20 and the P20 Lite. Down here I've got the S10 Plus and I've got the XS Max, and I wanted to show these off side by side just so you can see the size difference. Now, if we take a look at the back, first of all, this color is really, really pretty. It changes between a lighter blue, or let's say even a white, to a darker blue, then to a purple, sometimes even a yellow. It's more prone to changing its look and feel depending in the light of the room itself. They call this breathing crystal, which I don't think they should call it that. I think they should call it, I don't know, holographic. I'm inventing words right now. So yeah, I don't think breathing crystal really makes sense. But okay. So if we bring this a little bit closer, you'll see we've got 3 cameras, and I believe they're 40 megapixels, 16 and 8. And where's the 4th, you might ask? It's right over there. This is a time of flight camera, and that also helps us to get this little bokeh effect that you can kind of see with this camera right now, and also calculates the distance between the subject and the phone itself. So that's cool. But if we take a closer look at the 10x hybrid zoom, you can see actually it's quite deep, and it's got this optical illusion because it makes it look like it's almost to the screen. Optical illusion, pun not intended, but greatly appreciated. Thank you, brain. So I think it's pretty cool to see that actually is quite deep. This is a 10x hybrid zoom. If we compare this to the P30 is only 5x hybrid zoom. We've got the double flash right over here. You've got the optical, you've got the various sensors over there. And of course, you've got that curvature on the back too, which is greatly appreciated. If we look at the bottom, you'll see that it's actually flat. And so if we wanted to, we could probably try to balance this. It wouldn't be very easy, but you could probably try to balance it on a table. On the sides, they are curved. And in fact, I think that when you take a look at the sides, you will agree that it looks very similar to the Galaxy. In fact, if I handed you a phone just sideways, you probably would think that it is a Galaxy. Okay, but then again, nobody would say, here you go. They'd probably say, here you go. So if we take a look at the front of the phone, you take a look at the screen, you can see on the side, you've got that curved screen. Now, this is with the Pro only. And if you go with the P30, which is non-Pro, it is flat. Personally, I prefer the weight because it's actually much lighter. I like the overall size because it is not as wide. And I don't really like the curved screen as much because I end up touching it with my hand fat. And I'm not even that fat. So I do prefer the overall feel with this. If we also take a look at the top of the device, you'll see we've got a teardrop notch. And what's very interesting, if I bring the phone closer, and hopefully we'll be able to focus nicely. There you go. You'll be able to see that there is no, or actually you will not see a speaker. And that's because we've got this vibrating tech. Sadly, we don't have stereo speakers with this phone, which is kind of surprising since this is their Pro model. Now, if we look at the P30, you'll see that we do have a speaker on the top over here. So that's one of the key differences. So we've shared the difference is that this is curved, this is flat, this doesn't have a top speaker, this actually has a speaker. Also, this has wireless reverse charging, the P30 doesn't. The P30 does have a headphone jack, which this P30 Pro doesn't have. And of course, as I mentioned, you've also got the zoom difference. These two devices that I have are both dual SIM. They both have 8 gigabytes of RAM. This is 128 gigabytes of storage. This has 256, and they both support their nano memory. This is not an micro SD card, it's their own proprietary memory. Now, if we go ahead and hold this device, which is of course a fingerprint magnet because it is, glass from the back, closer to the S10 Plus, you'll see that size-wise, they are very similar. It's almost as if, they just grabbed this and they're like, here, let's just put that right over there. Yeah, that feels good. And you can see from the side how slim they are. And I believe that it might just be, I think they're almost exactly the same in terms of width. Now, if I compare this with its super sensitive screen to the XS, you can see the difference in size. This is actually taller. The XS, I believe Max, is a little bit wider. This is what it looks like from the side. Between the two, I kind of feel like this is heavier, but again, it just might be my imagination. And of course, we've got that big notch there, and we've got the teardrop notch right over here. But of course, because we've got that teardrop notch, that means that we don't have the same face unlock technology that is much more secure as we do in the iPhone. But we do, of course, have that in-screen fingerprint scanner. So if you wanted to, we can go ahead and just tap over here and then unlock it. I didn't set it up right now. This is just a quick look. I wanted to get this video out as fast as possible for you guys so that you could see the phone closer up. And I know in one of the previous videos that I did, you guys complained that I didn't show you the back of the phone enough. I hope that this is more than enough. And here's the Aurora. So there you guys go. So if you like this quick first look, please don't forget to give me a like, because likes mean a lot to me. Thumbs are free, but they mean a lot to me. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope that you like the video. Take care.